Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it, number one, is that I help people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is the spirit of God. And as long as you take possession of your soul, people, then you are God. Therefore, you can co-create with the spirit. I am also creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. And the way that I'm doing it, people, is that I've realized that the greatest asset in this world is people. And because of that, people, I will, over time, create means and ways on how to help people to get paid just to exist. You know, I am also creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to use your self-awareness to, I won't say just change your life, but really and truly is to use awareness to break the negative cycles in your life. There we go. That's the message right there. See, understand, people, obviously we already know we're creatures of habits. We are people of habits, and a lot of the habits you have is what some is helping you and some is not helping you. And those bad habits that you have that is creating the situations you don't want, you don't even realize a lot of these habits that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And the only way for you to realize them, people, is that you have to become very self-aware. You have to be aware of the things that you do, the things that you say, the ways that you're being. And as you get busy doing that, people, then what happens is you'll start to see the patterns. You know, you see the patterns of when something happened, how it causes you to react. And as you become, again, more and more self-aware, is that anything that triggers negative responses from you, especially negative emotions, because the telltale signs is the emotion. Situation that cause you to get upset, situation that cause you to be anxious or be in a state of anxiety, especially situation that triggers fear, then those are the telltale signs that there's the precursor to that is there's actions that cause you to feel those ways. And see, when you're feeling those way, people, there's nothing good that can come out of that, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Except to learn, that's what's happening, and be able to change it when you learn that lesson for the next go round. And that's what's so critical about life, man, is that if you really take the time to learn from the situations and the things that you're experiencing, then that's how your life gets to move forward, is that you learn what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? That's the whole idea of living. And I do believe, though, that obviously, is that you have to have a purpose for something, man, and you have to create one. If you're not even sure what your purpose is in this world, here's a couple ways to tell you what that is, people. There's things that you do right now that you could do without even trying, but it makes a difference to others. Well, shoot, even if that ain't your main purpose, damn it, that's one of the purpose you can start with. Start with that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is. Maybe it's your arts. Maybe you're a singer, You can literally change people's lives. You could change countries with music. You know what I mean? That's what Bob Marley did. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're an artist of drawing, maybe you're a person that teaches. I mean, whatever skill set that you have that is making a difference in this world, then double down on that, do more, A while back I saw on a page where this lady, she prepares food every day for the neighborhood kids who might not, have food. And every day she does that, and she's been doing that for years. God bless her heart, man. Blessings onto her. I'll say that, because it's like she's making a difference in those kids' lives, and she's helping those parents of those kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, No matter how big or how small your contribution is, I want you to find ways how you can contribute to humanity, man. You know? But bringing it back to the main topic, though, is that I want you to become aware of people so you can break the negative patterns and negative cycles in your life, you know? Because we all got good and bad habits, people, and there's nothing wrong with that because those don't define us. That's a part of who we are. But the awesome thing is we have the power to change. That's everybody. I don't care how bad or how bleak your circumstances, we all have the ability to change as long as we take responsibility. And that's the whole idea of awareness, is for you to take accountability for the mistakes or flaws or things that you need to work on. See, it's one thing if you don't know. If you don't know, then, it's like ignorance, it is what it is. You don't know. But when you know better, and you don't choose to do better, then that's on you. But my point is that with awareness, you'll gain the valuable insight and knowledge to know what you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, people, that is really and truly the entire message. I don't want to drag it out, man. My point is this: become very self-aware and be aware of the things that you do right, that you do very well, and double down on those. The things that you don't do so well, I want you to figure out how and what you can do to change those in your life, because as you work on changing, then your life will improve for the better. And that's the whole idea of living, people, is that nobody got this life figured out, including myself. We're all figuring it out as we go. But the thing is to be intentional, to be proactive, and most important, to be willing to change, people. We must change, because unless you change, you will not grow. Shout out to my co-creators of Heaven and Earth International, man. This is obviously the collective where we are indeed creating heaven on earth, and the way that we do it is energetically. We understand that energy is everything and everything is energy, so therefore we intentionally on a daily basis put out positive energy into this space. We do it by doing content like this, doing videos and sharing it. We intentionally, to the people that we interact with, make sure that we leave them better than the way right before we came. You know what I'm saying? Lift their spirits, speak life into people, inspire and motivate people, encourage people. And that's for anybody you meet, even dead strangers, And it's like, as we do that, people, we understand that life is like a ripple in a pond. So as we do that positive deed, they're going to do positive deeds to people, and it continues and continues onwards, And eventually, people, the whole idea of this entire collective is to create a world where there's nothing but positivity. You know what I'm saying? It's like negativity, it'll be dwindling as time goes by, because we understand that as we raise the energy and the frequency of the world, then negativity it's like light and darkness, people. They can't be in the same room at the same time. So it's like, as we inject positivity in the space, is that it's removing the darkness, it's removing the negativity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're looking to do across this entire world, man. And there's no one that's above this, people. World leaders, governments, all that stuff, nobody's above God, people. God is the creator of everything, and therefore everybody must answer to the Spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? And as we continue to do this, people, everybody will fall in line with time. Watch it happen, mark my word. Anyways, people, to be a part of this collective, man, the benefits that you receive as from the Spirit of God, number one is peace. You will have a level of peace that you have never experienced before. See, people, the reason why you want peace is that peace gives you a sense of calm, where you're not worried about anything. Zero. You know what I mean? Because you know that everything is going to work itself out. That's what peace gives you. It also gives you genuine joy, man, where you feel a joy and happiness just bursting through you, even in the worst of time. You always feel that genuine happiness within. You also, people, will feel blessed. You know what I'm saying? Blessings is up on you, it's up on me, it's up on anybody that's doing God's work, man, because the blessings, the way it works is that anything that we touch, man, turns to gold. You know what I mean? It bound to succeed, man. That's what blessing does, is that it blesses our mind, it blesses our hands, it blesses our step, it blesses our energy, it blesses anything that we do. Blessings is up on our lives. Favor, people. I love favor because it gives you opportunity that you don't even know exists. So how can you even tap into it? But that's what favor does. It brings opportunity to you. It puts you in rooms that you don't even know exist, man. And opportunities will come and find you instead of you trying to hunt it down. And of course, people protection, man. Divine protection, man. It's like no weapons that anyone form against you can ever prosper. And it's like God will drive your enemies insane. You know what I'm saying? He will drive them insane, man. So you don't have to worry about anybody doing physical harm to you or any kind of ill will that's directed towards you, because none of that stuff will ever prosper, people. You know what I'm saying? God have indeed have his protection over his people. It's like a force field where between God, our ancestors, and the universe, man, it's that they don't play about people that's doing God's work, man. So really to heart, take that one to heart, man. That's one of the greatest and favorite benefit of all, is God's protection over our lives. People, here's the requirements though for you to be a part of this collective. In order for you to be a part of the collective, number one is that you must choose to believe that the Spirit of God lives inside of you. Number two, people, is that you must follow my page. Yes, follow my social media pages and watch my videos, man. These videos are daily downloads that I'm using. I am indeed the blueprint for humanity, so it just makes sense to just watch the videos, because as you watch my videos, people, what it's doing is that it's guiding you or it's confirmation to you. Either way, you benefit. You know what I'm saying? And more important than that is that I am speaking directly to your soul that's in you. So my conversation, it goes past your bodily form and speaks straight to your soul. And what I'm doing is that I'm waking up your soul on a daily basis. As you hear different messages, you'll find yourself elevating and changing over time, where 6 months from now, when you look back, you won't recognize yourself if you really listen to these videos and apply the information that's relayed to you. Third but not least, people, and also help me spread the message, by the way. Share these videos, man. If it's resonate with you, why would you not share it? The same way you receive blessings, bless others. Share these videos. Last but not least, people, is that this new world that we're creating, heaven on earth, is again all about energy, right? But bottom line is that authenticity is the new currency of this world. So it's like you speaking your truth is how it's a blessing to others, because when you do grab your phone, do your videos like I'm doing, and post them, people, because as you do that, what you're doing is you're blessing others, man. People's breakthrough is directly tied to you, just like your breakthrough was tied to me. Just realize that there's other people that need to hear and watch your videos so they can receive their breakthrough, man. So get busy doing that, and that's ultimately eventually how you get paid to exist, So get busy working on that, people. Develop your skills, and this is more like an accountability thing. I remember at the beginning of my journey when I was doing these videos, as I realized that as I was doing the videos, it forced me to keep on developing myself. Because that's the only way you can sustain doing this, people. You cannot be the same and continue to do videos every day. You run out of stuff to talk about. You must keep growing. My life is my content. You know what I mean? I live these things I speak, people. I share my experiences, all of it. The positive, the darkest ones, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how, as I am being the blueprint, so it's like as I'm sharing my experience, it's guiding you, and of course it's also giving you confirmation as you go on your spiritual journey. But again, people, same for you. Do your videos, man, so other people can learn from you, people, and you can bless others. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. I say this, people. Obviously, you understand my mandate is indeed to unite the Caribbean and Africa. And what I've known, I think it was either earlier this year. I think it was early this year. What I had seen in the spirit is that, God is using two leaders right now to really make a big difference in this world. He's using Honorable Dr. Otis in Jamaica, and he's using Abraham Traore of Burkina Faso. These are people that are going to be very instrumental, and you know, for Troy, he's uniting Africa. For Angel Holiness, he's uniting the Caribbean, man. And it's like, obviously, they're in different sides of the world, and there's different, things that they got to deal with, different situations. But it's like, I see these leaders. I know that God is blessing these people and that His protection is over their lives. So all they have to do is just continue to elevate and continue to work on themselves to be the greatest version of themselves that they can possibly be, their highest version of themselves. Really tap into the spirit, man, so God can continue to use them. And as long as they doing that, people, I know that over time, just off of being, they'll continue to elevate the frequency of their countries. And in essence of doing that is they're also elevating the region. You know what I'm saying? So I just want them to continue to develop themselves. I think there's some back and forth between them right now. I let that be for what it is. And I say this, man, all that stuff to me is irrelevant. All I care about at the end of the day is that those leaders continue to develop themselves so that they can actually be the beacon for the Caribbean, Angel Holiness, and for Africa, Abiam Chore, man. Continue to work on developing your areas for Angel Holiness, the whole CARICOM. Elevate that, continue to build on that, For Abraham Chore, you got the whole damn continent of Africa, man. Go ahead and continue to unite that, not just on paper, but, socially, economically, and otherwise. And as we do that, people, then that's how we bring about the greatest prosperity period that this world have ever seen. I'm really looking forward to next year when I start doing a lot more traveling, going over there to Africa and so forth. And I really look forward to visiting quite a few countries over there, and of course Burkina Faso. I'll definitely be stopping by there also. But anyways, man, that's that. United we stand, people. Always remember that we don't have a choice, people. We don't have the luxury of division. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing that for hundreds of years. Only thing we have the option to do at this point to realize God's promise for our lives is that we must stand united regardless of what happens, so we can bring about the greatest prosperity period that this world have ever seen. My declarations over your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the spirit will continue to rise up inside of you. I want you personally to continue to be self-aware and realize that, you got a ways to go to be the highest version of yourself. Keep working on yourself every single day, people, and be okay. You're not always going to hit the mark, but hey, at least you're trying every day. That's success to me, people. Blessing unto y'all, man. Have a great day.